We're in the area of China with the highest concentration of ethnic minorities, and today one of these minorities, the Dai people, celebrate their New Year's. It's a very long road trip to get there, but we're not alone. We got the companies of some strangers apparently.
Yes, from social media we picked 3 girls to come right with us.
There is a wild party. We're gonna camp and then we're gonna drive all the way to the border with Myanmar. There's a city that sits right between China and Myanmar that has completely changed in the recent years because of the civil war. After that there's a high volcanic area with hot springs. We're gonna do a lot of them. We're doing a big loop around this area, so might stop at coffee plantation, might do other things. Only way to find out is to stick around. Now let's go. This is the part of Yunnan region where all the best coffee of China is produced. It's really nice small Arabica coffee. Can't wait to try. We came to a place,
one of the highest rating coffee farms. This is their shop. Coffee.
Apparently this place also has really good food, so looking forward to that.
In this coffee farm, they have some special dishes like local produce, local ingredients, as well as coffee flavored food. For example, we have this cold beef slice and they have a coffee dip. I wonder how it tastes like. And we also ordered the fried coffee leaves.
Coffee drenched beef.
It does slightly taste like coffee, very settled.
It's very good. The beef tastes kind of like roast beef.
Yes.
But there's a very slight coffee aftertaste when you dip in the thing. And the sauce can be tangy, with a bit of lime, I think, or lemon. So it's a really nice combination. I didn't expect the coffee, but the coffee is not mixed in the flavor, it just comes afterwards. Very nice. Finally espresso like back in Italy. It's been a while. Yes, I miss the espresso.
Is it good?
Yes.
Meaning it's bad.
Excuse me. Let's go. This is the last video I'm gonna take with the camera, because going in the center with the camera now, it's gonna be dangerous because we're gonna get really wet. But as you can see from the buildings, this is just a random parking lot that's like a garage. Here it has way more Southeast Asia vibes. We're really close to the border with Myanmar and Laos, and the Dai people that celebrate the New Year's today, they're spread across these countries. So now what we're gonna do is get changed, get ready to get wet and go into the party and try to meet the other guy that's gonna join us and is gonna camp with us tonight. Tonight is more like a concert and celebration, and tomorrow it's the madness with the water as well, even more. Ready for war.
This will not work much.
We're actually not ready because this is nothing. People throw huge buckets at you. It's we're really
tomorrow's gonna be the real battlefield. Today is nothing.
We had a little bit of a recognition round in the main square to understand what today about. But tonight there's gonna be a huge motorcycle gathering and a concert in the main square and splashing. And then tomorrow is the main splashing day.
Yeah, today there's not supposed to be splashing, but people are hyping us.
Oh, okay, so everyone's splashing. I got splashed already. Before going there into the madness, we decided to have a traditional Dai people meal. I love this kind of food, it's so flavorful.
Showed of something extremely strong, and now the main stage they're doing some weird death metal. It's super hardcore, and 2 minutes ago was happy dancing, so you don't know how to
So this is a spot we found. It's beautiful, abandoned mall. Abandoned or unfinished, I don't know. It's pretty dark, but it's dry, it's repaired, and it's away from the main street, so that will do. The security guy came, saw us pitching the tent, and we thought he wanted us to leave, but instead he was like, just stay under the camera so I can keep an eye on you and you're safe. But then another security guy chipped in with his opinion and was like, it's better if you actually get to an even safer place so you're not too exposed to the road. Super nice. So there's like, just come in the hall of the building. It's right next to the toilet, so you're gonna be more comfortable if in the toilet you have immediate access to it, and you're more sheltered.
They're super nice. They're not, they're not kicking us out, and they were like, okay, we don't want people who live here to see you guys, but you know, we also don't want to kick you out, so let's find a solution.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. Guy took the third of us, like the guy in the motorcycle that is with us, all around the compound to find him another place, because he was like, oh, maybe the couple wants some privacy and want to stay alone. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I think if we stay together, it's more safe.
Yeah, but how nice they're like even worrying about this thing. It's like, is he gonna make me coffee tomorrow morning or something?
Yeah, they did offer hot water. I was like, we don't have. Yeah, they did. He asked, he was like, do you want a hot water we have? I was like, I don't have a bottle to have it.
Dude, this is crazy. It's gonna get wet. It stopped working because it's battery powered, and we need pressure and rain. I think we got like 10 buckets of water each thrown on us, but we thought right, and now we're going to the main square, which is madness. And we also upgraded our weapon. We got
Couldn't reach it.
oh no, this is not practical. We got this bad boy. Long range with pressure.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh!
Mr. DJ.
The party was wild.
Extremely wild. I don't know how much water I drank. They just shoot it directly in your mouth, everywhere in the ear. Thank God we had like some earplugs and.
I know it's similar to Songkran in Thailand, but the thing is, Songkran in Thailand, there's plenty of foreigners. Here, they never see foreigners, or there's like maybe me and.
They grab him and they were like all like attacking him. Like
you just hear them say "Lao Wai" or "Wai Goren," which means foreigner, and then
they all like.
And then it's like you're in the middle of a circle fighting for your life. And then finally, as we get to the car and we finally get dry, this happens. Probably gonna have to sleep in the car, which is nice. It's warm. The car feels so good.
Absolutely.
Because it's been under the sun all day, so it feels so nice. It's so warm and dry.
It's like 30 degrees in here.
Oh, can we order takeaway to the car? Right, so eventually things went a little bit different yesterday. We didn't sleep in the car. We set up our tent again in the mall, and it stopped raining. We had the energy to go out and treat ourselves to a very nice Burmese head style massage, because apparently it's a thing here, no?
All around the border, in all the towns, you can have the same service. So they wash your hair and they do the head massage, shoulder, and a little bit of the back.
And even the ear a little bit.
Yeah, they wash your ear, and it was really interesting.
It was super nice. I don't have a lot of hair to wash, but the whole massage experience was very lovely. So now we're gonna see a few sites, and then we're gonna head to the border with Myanmar. And the first sites we are going to show you, it's this tree wrapping pagodas.
Yeah, it's basically a small pagoda. I don't know how this tree was growing around it.
Oh, the pagoda is
You see it?
inside.
Yes, it's in the tree.
Okay, look at this. There's a pagoda inside the tree. It's a Bodhi tree that wraps a pagoda, and there's a beautiful legend around it. Apparently, the pagoda was built because one of the local girls, was selected by the emperor to be one of his, concubines, beauties. And she didn't want to because she was in love with a warrior from one of the tribes. She took her life because she didn't want to become a concubine, and the warrior also took his life. And people built a love tower to commemorate them. Legend has it a bird dropped the seed of this Bodhi tree, and the Bodhi tree wrapped the pagoda.
This is from Qing Dynasty Kangxi time.
So this is almost 400 years old.
Yeah.
The Dai people and the people here around this area practice, just like in Myanmar and Thailand, Theravada Buddhism. So we are in a Theravada temple. The actual reason why there's a water splashing festival on the New Year is because it has a spiritual meaning. So you're supposed to wash the Buddhas with water, and it represents new beginning, purification, etc. So we just did that. Nearby Buddhist temples, there's always very local easy and accessible breakfast or food places, and we are in one of them. There's plenty of people here. Really looking forward to it. It looks very local, very yummy.
It smells like lemongrass.
It does smell a lot like lemongrass. This zesty extra flavor that you find in Thai food, you don't normally find it in other Chinese cuisine, and I really love it.
Local people are so nice.
Yeah, they saw us here, they give us advice. So basically the local typical breakfast is a bowl of noodles in beef broth.
Beef broth, yes.
Beef broth, and then you add your own toppings, like a lot of toppings, and they're very, very fragrant.
A little spicy. But the nami oil really adds flavor. I love it. Today I ordered the regular rice noodle. Yesterday is the ersi, because ersi is a bit sticky. Today it feels like good, it's yummy.
The flavor profile is like You can already tell from the smell that it's completely different. We added some mint. There's like this lemongrass kind of aroma in the air. You can tell already it's gonna be zesty, like a lot of the rest of the Thai food is, and for sure spicy, because Thai and Thai food very spicy. Let's see. Oh my god! It smells like it's weird to taste it because you expect you think beef broth. The last thing you're gonna expect is like freshness and zestiness and like it's fresh. It's fresh. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, maybe because of the mint and the lemongrass. But it's very zesty. I think there's also some lime in there.
And the wood.
When we were grating that wood, we could already smell its aroma a little bit in the air, and it really adds an aftertaste. It's delicious. This breakfast place has a whole separate milkshake and tea bar because they do very typical. I don't know how to define it as a smoothie. It's a sweet dessert, but it's coconut milk based. It's called poluda. There's some ice cream in there, some jelly candy. There's a lot of dry bread to soak in there.
It looks like a Sicilian would love it. Bread and ice cream.
I'm so happy to have this kind of breakfast here. And the bread is really dry bread, but when it's as you can see, when it's soaked, it really breaks apart. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh, it's so sweet. I love it. Oh, I'm so happy. This is my favorite Chinese breakfast, maybe. Let me think about it. No, baozi is still my favorite.
Oh.
This comes a very easy second.
Oh my god, I want to try it too. Wow. This is really sweet. Coconut flavor with condensed milk, kind of. Ooh, very sweet. And there's slight hint of, flour kind of aroma.
Yeah, I think all those jellies are like flowers.
I think those jellies are flavored, yeah.
Yeah, it's super aromatic.
Now, after the yummy breakfast, we're heading to the Golden Pagoda. There are 2 giant Thai-style pagodas on top of a small hill, and they can oversee each other as well as the whole city. So we're going to the main one, which is the golden one. And we also, very fortunate, found a travel partner. Later on, we're gonna pick her up and we're gonna all go to the border city together. And she's also from Dali, so we're gonna do the whole trip almost together, I think.
Amazing how it feels like we stepped over the border and we are in Myanmar already, because this pagoda, it's full on.
It's Dai, I think, minority, so it's highly similar to Thai, but I think they probably have their own stories as well.
You see a lot of elephants like you would in Thailand in the symbology, and all the Buddhist statues, and like tradition, you have to go around the pagoda 3 times and then you can go in.
Clockwise.
You can see the symbology is completely different from the Chinese Chen Buddhism symbology in statues and paintings.
Those statues are human birds. There's a lot of rainforest around here. I think naturally they take what's in the environment. Elephants, tigers, birds, a lot of birds.
The city of Ruili, which is the city at the border with Myanmar, there is a rainforest called the Moli rainforest. Moli in local Thai language means a beautiful waterfall. So we're gonna go explore and look for this beautiful waterfall. It is also said that in this forest, Buddha left a footprint here because he was coming here to bathe. There are also a few hot springs around here, and here there's a small little shrine with the stone that it's said to have his footprint.
It's really hard to see.
This is my first time in a rainforest, and the air is so sticky. It really feels sticky. You can really feel the humidity. We heard the peacock not long ago, because in the symbolism of Thai people you see a lot of peacock, because in this area it's full of peacocks. Yeah, it's incredibly beautiful. The vegetation is just there's no surface that isn't lush. You look at the trunks of the trees, they're covered in grass and leaves and things. There's plants growing on plants and even on the rocks. 7 square kilometers big, and we're gonna go around and explore it, look for this waterfall, and let's see, maybe we can learn something.
This is called shoulder coloretan. See these kind of veins going through the horizontal thing. If you're in the forest and you're thirsty, you just cut it open and fresh water gonna run out. Because Dai people used to hunt in the forest and they use this technique to get water.
Crazy to be out of the forest, feeling normal weather, and realize that it's still daytime. There is such a difference in lighting from in there, in the middle of it. We're just 7 kilometers from the city at the border from Myanmar, which is where we're going now. We're starting to get hungry as well. It was a lot of hiking. Yali.
Hi! Yali!
Totally passed the vibe check. She gave us a huge list of recommendations for local food.
Yeah.
So
Look
we
at
are
that.
about to hit that right now.
First, please eat fast, so it's my turn.
We give you gloves so you can, get your hands. No, not get your hands dirty, but get your hands dirty.
Oh my god. Wow. It's so sweet. And then it's so spicy. It's so umami. This is probably the best crab I've ever had.
Really?
Because you can have different layers of flavor. Because the meat is really sweet. Then you get hit by the spiciness. And it gets more spicy afterwards.
Oh, I can't wait to try that. It's so good.
It's a bit mala, no?
It's very malam. Like it does taste like a hot pot, or like it kind of brings me back to Sichuan. But that's just one of the many flavors. They come in like waves. The crab meat initially is not as intense, It's crab meat, so it's kind of sweet. It's gonna be a bit graphic, but while you're sucking the sweet meat, your lips are touching all the mala condiment, so it kind of like starts that tingling and that feeling, and then the spiciness hits you. It's seasoned so well. It's so, like you said, very umami. It's delicious. This is also the best crab I've ever had, hands down.
Despite yesterday was a long journey from Mangshi, we had such a great conversation evening time, and we slept so late because the host is Dai ethnic minorities from here, and she follows the Burmese tradition. And the other guest next to our room, she's ethnic minority Bai from Dali. They both live in Yunnan. They couldn't understand each other in terms of dialect, and even within the Dai ethnic minority or the Bai ethnic minority, they couldn't understand each other if they live in different villages. And they're extremely religious, especially the Dai people here. They basically pray all the time. And she was like saying when her brother was young, like he has to shave his head every summer for 7 days and go to the monastery to be a monk for like summertime. And today, as it's the last day of Songkran here in Ruili, the elderlies of the village, they're gonna pray all day. And our host, for example, in the afternoon, she's gonna go to receive her blessings from the elderly. And of course, in the conversation, it was heavily involved about, the Burmese border and what happened recently, and also the war. So later on, after the breakfast, we're gonna see at the border, how the situation has changed. Burmese dry noodle. Yeah, so I ordered chicken on top. I have no idea what flavor it is, but this rice noodle looks amazing. It looks so yummy. Oh. This is so yummy. I can't explain what flavor it is. I think it's a little bit curry. The chicken, why it's so yummy? It's very meaty. I really don't know what spice this is. But it's just so yummy. Like it's savory. It's umami, but I think I just unlocked a new flavor.
It doesn't smell good. I mean, Maybe it's
Probably
the egg.
fish. No, it's probably fish sauce.
It smells a bit like fart. Let's see. The taste is very intense. I don't know what it is. I also can't pinpoint. Maybe it's slightly fermented. No, can't ferment meat.
No, I don't feel like it's fermented. I think there's
that
some
cheese?
fish sauce in there.
Maybe the fish sauce. It has a. It smells like cheese, like strong cheese, but there's definitely no cheese. Yeah, maybe it's the fish sauce. I don't know. It is an interesting flavor.
What is?
No offense, but between the noodles and some nice pancakes, I'll take the pancakes. The dough is almost like a focaccia or a pizza dough,
Ah,
and then they just dump a bunch of
condensed milk.
condensed milk in them. They're sweet, which means it's good. Because I love sweets.
Okay.
Definitely this over the noodles.
Now we have a typical local breakfast item. It's kind of sweet. It's basically a dough. I guess it's kind of jambing-like, but inside there's banana and there's some eggs, and the whole thing is wrapped and fried. And then they cut into small cubes. And this is a condensed milk where you just dip it into there. Mm. Oh, it's really crispy. And then the banana, after frying, it becomes so sweet, especially with the condensed milk. It's just a burst of melting banana in your mouth. It's really good.
They gave me a lime with the coffee. I'm really sure you shouldn't do this. We do this when we're too drunk and we need to kind of sober up, because I don't know. Oh God. I regret it. I deeply regret it. Oh my God.
Before, this is the only thing here, and people could still trade cigarettes, for example, over this very low kind of circle thing. But now they built up like a really tall, I don't know, I think it's plastic, really tall wall along the border.
This changed during COVID. Before COVID, there was basically no border. China and Myanmar were separated by a bunch of bamboo poles and a ditch, really. Then after COVID, the Chinese government built these fortifications. Let's talk about the history a little bit here of Ruili. So being a town with border with Myanmar, what happened is in the 90s, trade started really pick up between China and Myanmar, and Ruili developed really fast for a number of reasons. Number one, Burmese people were allowed to just come over the border and work here without visa, without work permit. That meant a lot of cheap labor, garments factories and like even electronic factories, etc. But then what happened is, with the crackdown of Burma on the Rohingya people, there's a genocide against the Rohingya people in Myanmar at the moment, and the civil war, etc. Things started getting a little bit more complicated, and in 2019 with the COVID they built this fortification, and now that's the new normal. Burmese people cannot cross as easily because there were a lot of refugees because of the civil war that it's now been going on since 2021. Now they just recently had the earthquake, and the earthquake happened right after the US withdraw USAID, and there's no foreign aid, so even the international rescue missions are struggling there. So 30 kilometers that side, that's the northern Shan state of Myanmar. The war is very much active there. The town right across.
The landlord yesterday was like they were bombing there.
Yeah, they were bombing just 30 kilometers down here.
Yeah.
This town, right, the border, you can see maybe those buildings. This is the town of Muse, and that had been passing hands controlled by different armed groups, different armed ethnic groups, and then the junta a number of times now. So the northern Shan state, right, you walk that way a few kilometers, you're in a war zone, and here is obviously completely different.
Back in the days, it's so just easy to go across. The landlord, for example, go across multiple days every day, and she even goes over for having breakfast. It's cheap, it's good, and then come back and do other stuff.
I don't know if the breakfast is good with the lime in the coffee, but yeah, I disagree.
Well, it's very subjective,
This is an actual small border check, and all these people are waiting to go to Myanmar through customs. There's a massive Burmese Chinese market right here at the border. Let's go check it out. It's a small Burmese/Thai pharmacy. Has all sort of remedies.
Tiger balm.
The good old tiger balm and all the stuff for varicose veins, whatever.
There's a leopard balm.
And these are kind of stickers. Depending on the problem you have, you stick this to your part of the body, and it's supposed to heal. Good hint at the ingredients of this one. We have some scolopendra, frog, lizard, scorpion, and snake. I wonder what does this do, but these are usually for joint pain, etc. They use a lot of snake parts and scorpions. This is for the boys who need some help in the bedroom. A deer blood film. I wonder what it does. Bear bile powder that apparently cools you down and makes you chill.
It's also popular in Dongbei. This is our medicine, powder form. This is for stomach, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, pain on the back, breathing problem, joint pain, like basically
What's this
everything.
thing?
I think it's a piece of bone
This is a piece of bone.
with cartilage. But you put it in wine and it's basically for guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This hot spring is called Dragon Nest. This is not the hot spring itself. This is where the hot water come from, and the hot water is like 90 degrees.
So they give you towels. And then you get changed. And I got the James Bond's locker. It's pretty hot. Yes. Ooh, this is, after these days of partying and not sleeping much. Oh yes, her baby.
The big baby.
I'll take that. I'm the big baby.
The big baby.
Oh
The
my
big
god.
baby.
I deserve this after all the driving. Absolutely destroyed by the whole weekend. Lack of sleep in the tent, plus the party, plus all the driving. But we just arrived in this gorgeous small town called Heshun. I'll have a quick dinner, show you something local that is delicious from here, and then I'm gonna crash, and tomorrow we're gonna come back to show you how beautiful this town is, because it's very, very pretty. I'm super far on a really dark alley to come to this mom and pop's shop, because apparently it's super famous for the local dish that we're about to try. So I'm really looking forward to it, because there were so many places nearby we could have gone to. This better be good. All the goodies. Some numbing oil, I guess. Soy sauce. I don't know what that is. Gorgeous beauty. Whoa.
Smoky. You get the smokiness afterwards. Because this rice noodle is a bit red, because it's made with black rice. So the texture is not as, smooth as the other ones. But with the piece of meat, very smoky afterwards, aftertaste. Charcoal roasted.
Look how beautiful it is. I almost don't want to mix it, but I also really want to eat it. Guess I'm gonna take a little bit of everything now. Some noodles, some barbecue, there's some pickles I see.
Mushroom?
Some mushroom, some veggies. Oh, this is so good. I can't even explain it. It's so many flavors all together. How do I explain it? There's a bit of spicy. There's the charcoal of the barbecue that comes through after you chew it, like you said, for a while. Like it gives that smokiness after a while. I don't see much of a difference in consistency in the noodle. Let me check.
Because usually they're super slippery, no? But this one is a bit porous.
It's not as slippery. Yeah, it is a bit porous. It reminds me almost like pasta almost. There's a party in my tongue, like it's really tickling with a lot of different flavors, which is really nice. Who's the genius who came up with putting together ramen or noodles and barbecue
and spicy like soup?
Yeah. Well, thank whoever did that. Now it's time to crash. Morning, everyone. We finally slept in a bed. And what a bed. This is the place that we're going to explore today. It's the ancient town. We're gonna go all the way there and show you around. And they make really good coffee here. We're not too far from Baoshan. And we've been to Baoshan at the beginning, so I think we should start with coffee and a nice local breakfast. We're in Yunnan, and the typical produce here is obviously coffee. Then they have a special tart made with flowers, with roses, that we tried in Kunming. And now we're gonna try another local tart made with something from Yunnan, very typical, which is the ham. They have a ham tradition very similar to Spain. Also the pigs here, they also eat bellota, and they're also really obsessed with doing good ham, so we're gonna try one.
We got 3 varieties, that's all they have in the shop. The regular rose. And look at the size of the rose, it's really big.
Ooh, yes.
Like this big, and it's so crispy. It's still warm. And we have jasmine. It's also big, equally big as the other one. And this is the ham, tiny little one.
Ham little one because it's precious.
Yeah.
Tell me how it tastes like.
Whoa, it's really porky. I can feel the fat of the ham. It tastes like ham, and they added tiny bit of sugar, so it's salty and a little sweet as well. Very interesting, but it's really porky. It's like, I think there's a lot of the ham fat. Try it yourself.
It tastes like ham. Tastes like jamon. Bit more strong and salty than Parma ham, for example, in Italy, because Parma ham is more delicate and sweet. It's more like jamon. It's more like you feel the earthy kind of flavor. Really intense taste, because there's a lot of petals in here. If you ever smelled rose water, well, imagine drinking it. Look, all the flaky bits of the tart. The tart is made so well. It's so flaky, like a croissant. All the flakes fell into my cappuccino. Amazing. Oh, this place is so beautiful. It really reminds me of those Sicilian old towns like Modica, Ortigia, Caltagirone, with all these small tiny alleyways, and you have to go up and down a lot. But here there's the added bonus of all the the decorations, all the lanterns, the flowers, the bouquets, so it's a bit more pleasant to the eye walking around, and like you can see the shop owners really put a lot of effort making it pretty. Every little corner is worthy of a postcard. And now I'm just about to enter the morning market. We're gonna grab some breakfast.
Yes, I'm starving.
The bean curd.
Yeah, it's a bean curd. It's a little bit like polenta, the consistency. Very thick, and it's spicy and salty, and there's numbing oil as well. It feels like Sichuan food. It's mala flavor.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, and it's warm, and it's a little bit sticky and smooth.
Oh, and she brought us the
rice cake. I guess let's dip it inside. Ooh, a bit more of that. Oh, it's really good. It gives us a bit more texture, but most flavor is still coming from this bean curd. I really like it. It really feels like Sichuan food.
There's a really nice vibe here. You can tell by the shops, like they're just, they all have pets hanging out, and there's this really like laid back attitude in everything. And even the shop owners, they they just leave the shop open and go somewhere else, right?
Because sometimes the shop is so small, you can't sit in there all day. Like you have to go to the bathroom, you probably go home for lunch, but the shop stays open. So they all have these phone numbers hang around somewhere. If you're in the shop and they're not there, you just call them.
We decided to take a few more months to explore this beautiful part of China and share it with you. So if you're interested in seeing more of Yunnan, subscribe to make sure you don't miss it.